Now, I bet you know I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't hear this from me. Let's be clear on that. But what
do these products suck?
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, instead of doing a beauty fails of 2017, I thought why not do another full face of products I hate, because you seemed to like it last time and I want views. So yeah, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe, and let's just get into it. So to start off with skin prep, I'm going in with two moisturizers that I'm not too fond of. I have this Drunk Elephant Dehydra Intensive Hydration Gel. I, in this past year, have really loved Drunk Elephant product. I started off with Drunk Elephant buying a lot of the minis. In the mini sets, they'd always come with one of these, and a lot of times this would come in a bigger size, and I just don't like it. It just doesn't do it for my skin. I definitely have combination oily, acne prone skin. I prefer a thicker moisturizer. I like to feel like my skin is really nourished and really soft in the morning. I wake up in the morning after putting this on and it's just like I'm completely dry. This is just not worth the price. It does nothing. The next product I have is the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. This is like the huge raved about product when it comes to creams and moisturizers in Sephora. I know plenty of people who love this. I've heard a lot of people talk about this, and just from the get, this stung my skin, and for me I was like, maybe I just have to get through that and it'll hydrate my skin eventually. And even in the description, it seems to really ride home how it's really good for irritation and parched skin and eczema, making me think it'd be really gentle. But I've used this the past month and a half and I really don't see a difference. I lay this on and it's I don't feel like it really penetrates the skin and really nourishes my skin, leaving it feeling any more soft than it was to begin with. It just feels like a heavy cream to me. So to me, this is really not worth the hype at all. And then I don't even know what this is really. It says you can use it before makeup. So this is the Pixie Glow Mist. This shit smells straight like Windex. I started using this in the summer. Everybody seems to really love the Pixie Glow type of products. So I was on my whole glowy skin thing. I wanted to try this out. Got it at Target, and yeah, that scent just will hit you. Yeah, and I don't know that this does a lot to make me glowy, as it does just kind of add a layer of grease. I used this probably for a period of 3 months and just kind of put this down because I do deal with acne. I don't know if to get a glow I need to be spraying a product with oils and just an excess of fragrance and everything on my skin. This is just not for me. So now on to complexion. I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Pro Filter Foundation. If you saw my Fenty beauty video, which will be linked here, I'm just not a big fan of this foundation. And even since I made that video, I kind of thought about it and I was like, I wore it those few times, even though I feel like I know my skin and I know what I will like, and I'm pretty good at working with stuff to work and wear well on my skin. But this, in that period of time, didn't work out for me, but I thought I'll try it out again and see what happened. And I wore this on my birthday. It just didn't look good. So that was the final straw. I don't really like this and I will never reach for it again. It just really is a dry looking foundation. It just overall doesn't look great as far as texture on the skin. I don't know, it's just not it for me. So I'm actually gonna just clean up the brow with that Fenty foundation. So next, actually, I'm gonna go in on the eyes, and I don't necessarily have a product I hate for the eyes, just one that I don't reach for, and that's kind of disappointing. It's not their fault, it's not them, it's me. The Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette. I'm starting to wean down from really being really invested in the consumerism of the beauty community, you know? When this came out, I really was oh my gosh, limited edition Kat Von D, I need to get it as soon as possible. But really, even from the start when I first saw this palette, just the layout, the colors, they just look like very meh to me. It's just that simple, so I don't reach for it. Like look at this. Like, I've probably used this a couple times, and I know I've tried to use the silver and I didn't like it. This could be a nice palette. I know a lot of people love it. I know she came out with like a mini metal matte and that was like a big hit right now, so I don't know. I just don't reach for it. I would love if Kat came out with a really bold palette, like, you know how she has like those metal crushed shadows, something really similar to Urban Decay Electric palette. Like, that would get me excited, but this doesn't do anything for me. So I guess I'll do my eyes with this. I'll do simple eyes because I hate wearing eye makeup. I love Kat Von D and her brand, but this is just ugly. And I'm really thinking, should I go in with like the ugliest shade? I'm gonna set the lid with the shade Bone in Suede. When it comes to makeup, I'm not even an eyeshadow person. I like doing looks, but eyeshadow is definitely not my strong suit or my favorite part. I like creating the whole look. Eyeshadow on its own is not my thing, so that could be why I'm not super into this palette that a lot of people love. Now I'm gonna take the shade Oak and just like smear it all over my eye. So I put Linen, which is white, on my brow bone, and it's giving me like dusty 90s. Like, I'm not mad at it. I think I'm gonna mix Oak, which is that brown I used, with like the black. Dare I compare myself to Beyonce again? But this is very Beyonce at the Met Gala with like the Givenchy, you know, pimple dress. So that's the eyeshadow for now. So now I am going to go into the complexion with my Pro Filter foundation. I'm actually going to take a dry beauty blender because, I don't know, like I've said before, this stuff dries down really fast. So I'm going to take it on a brush, this little thing, and I'm just going to paint it on. Maybe it'd work better if I keep it confined to one area of my face. But yeah, I found since it is matte, it dries down really fast and it makes it really hard, especially if you have a moist sponge, for it to build coverage on top of itself. It just starts to stamp and look really gross and dry, you know? If you see for the amount of product I applied, that's a really light coverage. And also, okay, like I feel like it's kind of non-negotiable, like my favorite primers. I always use my Tarte Timeless Smoothing base, so maybe me using this without that will be more successful since it is a thin, dry product. Okay, and something I'm starting to realize is that around my mouth area, I feel like this area of my skin is a lot deeper. I have some darkness there. When I put like my foundation or concealer, it looks like ashy. Like right now I look in the mirror and it's looking ashy. Maybe I should start using corrector. It's weird. And as I'm trying to like get into more natural looking makeup, I'm trying to find ways to really nail this area of my face. Right now I'm struggling to get, you know, the coverage I want. But I will say this foundation is a lot easier to work with when you have a dry sponge. This looks alright. Here's the Pro Filter foundation all applied. For contouring and highlighting, I didn't have like products I really hate, but this Krylon paint stick I ordered a while ago, but I ordered it with the intent to do drag with it. Looking on the website, it was really confusing. It's not like they had swatches of the foundations. It was like squares with all the colors, and it's like a ton of colors. So I was really just guessing. It was kind of a gamble. It took me a while. Like I would always look back at the page and then like decide not to order, which I do a lot with websites where you can buy shit. I guess one day I got brave and I just ordered this. This is the shade 5W. Online it looked like this foundation, you know, my Make Forever foundation. I'm really disappointed. Don't know how I would ever really use this. I'm thinking I'll try to highlight with it right now. Maybe I could correct around my mouth with it. Yeah, let's just see how this works. Actually, this is looking pretty brightening, so maybe it'll be really nice to use around my mouth area in the future. So actually 5W kind of came through for me with the next product. I recently bought this Pure Cameo Contour, which is a dual-ended contour foundation at Kohl's. Like my mom was there with their Kohl's cash. You know, they have makeup, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this, so I grabbed it, and this is just like thin and just like a weird texture. There's certain types of textures that I prefer, that everyone knows that they prefer, and this is just like not it. But I'm definitely gonna try to make it work because this was expensive. Like I tried not to buy on impulse, but so here's the mug. I'm not crazy about this product. Like, I just bought this on impulse. I'm gonna go in with this Fit Me light medium powder. I hate this packaging. I'm gonna set my face with this. Hopefully it doesn't make me look too light. But this is here just because it's too light for me. I thought light medium would be a little bit more medium, but it's a lot more vanilla looking. I will probably buy this in a deeper shade. Maybe I should have known this would be too white for my whole face. So that definitely washed me out. So I'm just gonna refresh my skin with my Windex. I probably shouldn't have applied that much powder given I'm wearing the Fenty foundation. There's the face. As for like highlight, I have my Nicole Guerrero palette. I think when I bought this and did my little first impression, I was in like that realm of like when something launches I need to get it, being really obsessed. But do I really need this many shades? When it comes down to it, for me, and I kind of realized this while I was watching Makeup Struggles, who does like a lot of anti-hauls and everything, these are just like really excessive when it comes down to it. Like, everybody has that one highlighter of theirs that they really enjoy, that really works best for their skin tone or whatever it is. These are just like excessive. And the whole culture of like consumerism makes you want to get the newest one and post with it and everything like that. In my first impressions, the glow kit was appealing. You know, a lot of what I said still rings true. It's like a lot of colors. If you like doing makeup, use different ones and all that, which glow kits would be nice if you don't own highlighters already. But if you've been doing makeup for a while, you have a few highlighters and you know what you love, like these are just excessive. But also when it comes down to the formula, in my first impressions I did realize there was some glitter fallout, but it was like, it's workable. I wore this at DragCon and it was a mess. After that I was just steering clear away from this. And Anastasia overall, their launches as of late, but yeah, I have to use this, so I'll go in with this 143. But yeah, overall, you know, from where I am now, not saying that people shouldn't find enjoyment in makeup or whatever. It's fun, but sometimes you just have to draw back. So I'm gonna take 143 and Glow Getter. I'm gonna like be really sparing with it on my e.l.f. small tapered brush, which is bomb. I love this brush. And to give this palette like the benefit of the doubt, I definitely did my makeup a lot different like when I went to DragCon, but you know, daylight doesn't lie, you know what I mean? And you just can't catch me looking like that ever when there's stuff better. Wow. So I did my contouring, I added some blush. The face is not awful. I don't know how I'm feeling. Now I'm gonna add a lip. I have like quite a few lip products here. The first product I'm gonna start off with is Bow and Arrow from Kat Von D. This reminds me a lot of Velvet Teddy. A lot of people love like the shades. I got this like a couple years ago when it was like first really big. I feel like I heard a lot of people say they look good on like women of color, but honestly, like who? Not safe, like you're a person of color that you won't like this. If that's your thing, I guess. But this is not like a cute dead girl color. It's just like gross gray. It makes your lips look like small. I don't like that. And next are these Ofra liquid lipsticks, both in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. Like, I didn't watch her, but I saw other people wear it, namely Desi Perkins, who I would buy anything I see her wear. It looked a lot more red to me on her, and I thought this would be a lot more red, but it is straight up like looking like that soup that Princess Nokia chucked. And I hate the Ofra formula, and the packaging like obviously fell apart. But when Havana Nights came out, I saw Jaclyn Hill wear it. I was like, damn, like this is the kind of red that I would love. But it's the same gross whipped formula and it's patchy. Like if you see that, it's just hard to put on the lip and an even coat. And I really regret buying these. And also like Ofra is a brand. I don't know if you guys heard everything about like Kim Tai and how they kind of screwed her over with Wanderlush, which I purchased. I don't know, these liquid lipsticks are awful. So next, I feel like I'm gonna use these. These are the Lime Crime Velveteens. I bought these on Black Friday. I've always like wanted to buy from Lime, but with like the controversy and everything, kind of turned me away. But I saw when they were on sale, I was like, probably grab some. The ones that were on sale are like odd shades, but I feel like Lime Crime, that's the whole appeal. A lot of the shades that they have are very unique, and I have like a lot, probably like 7 that I bought. When I first got them, like obviously I tried them all on and I was very disappointed in the way they felt. A lot of them were patchy. For the amount I got them, I guess I can't be that mad. The most like disappointing one of these was Wicked, you know, and I feel like in like 2015 that was a hot thing. Lime Crime Wicked was always sold out and everything, but I got it and it's extremely patchy. And this is like a really dry liquid lipstick, so it gets crusty. The next product I have here is the Wet n Wild Nudie Patootie Liquid Catsuit. I don't know, I saw this and I was like, one, you know, a lot of people say Wet n Wild stuff is really great, but the setup in the drugstores I've been to was just like not appealing. So nothing really ever stood out to me a ton, but I thought this was worth checking out. But I guess the color is just like bow and arrow's cousin or some shit. Like, I don't know what that is. I was thinking like Raven, you know? This is a lot more like cool gray. So I was doing the mascara. I didn't pick a lip yet. I don't know what I want to do. But the shadow is creasing. It could be like the paint stick, you know, because I laid it on as a base. So I think I'm actually gonna take this eyeliner, which I meant to mention. This is Wet n Wild H2O proof. I saw it like hanging up in Walgreens. I was like, ooh. But the applicator is like tiny and hard and like weird to do eyeliner with. I think I'm gonna smear this on my lid and hope that it doesn't crease, you know, since it's supposed to be like waterproof. Like, this applicator hurts on the eye, so I don't understand the thought process of Wet n Wild to use this applicator. But the liner seems to be working well for what I want, and it's looking pretty bomb. I'm actually really liking this look. This is so cute, and I'm showing you that I can make these products that online work. I hate the way this foundation looks, and I hate the way powders layer over it, like on my nose. Do I even want to show this? This foundation just looks janky. So all the places that look really fucked up in texture, I'm just dabbing this eyeliner.
And I have all the tea on half these YouTubers that are making these videos, and the reality is they knew that they were getting cheated on for months before they said anything.
So this is actually looking really good. This is the Velveteen in Shrooms, and it is patchy, but it still gets crusty. So this is the final look, full face of products I hate. I'm really into the way the eyes look and everything, but the skin is just, I think from afar, as a look overall looks pretty good, but the foundation, the lips are really thick and dry. The liquid lipstick was hard to build, but overall, I'm really happy with the way it turned out, especially since these were all products I'm not really fond of, especially compared to my last products I hate video, which I'll link up here. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully you all learned a little something, or you just found pleasure in hearing me complain. If you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.